Hello, everyone. So, we're going to be taking a look at heroin and its effects on the brain using a program called Mouse Party. So, we're going to take this mouse and we are going to look into its brain.
Before heroin enters the system, inhibitory neurotransmitters are active in the synapse. These neurotransmitters inhibit dopamine from being released.
So, what you see here is there is a neuron here, a neuron here, and a neuron here. And these blue triangles are what are called inhibitory neurotransmitters. And when these are placed on these axons, dopamine is not allowed to be released into the synapse. And we talked about dopamine and how it's part of the reward pathway. So, dopamine is a neurotransmitter that sends kind of a positive feeling and mood, and it also helps to enhance memory. And this is important in our evolutionary lives because if you are a hunter gatherer and you're walking along and you see a strawberry and you eat it, you're like, oh, I remember these are strawberries. They taste really good. I'm going to go ahead and eat those. So, this is a very, very basic system. So, this is something that is inhibiting the release of dopamine.
When the body's natural opiates activate opiate receptors, the release of inhibitory neurotransmitters is shut down. Without inhibition, dopamine can be released.
So we have chemicals that are opiates, if you will, and what they do is they do not allow these inhibitory neurotransmitters to be released into the synapse, and that's going to allow dopamine to come through. So you see the strawberry, you remember the strawberry, your body is releasing these native opiates.
Heroin mimics natural opiates and binds to opiate receptors, turning off dopamine inhibition. Dopamine is allowed to flood the synapse, producing immediate feelings of sedation and well being.
So the structure of heroin is very similar to our native opiate. And so it fits in to this channel, into this receptor, so it shuts off the inhibitory neurotransmitter, thereby flooding the synapse with dopamine. And the problem is that your body gets used to this level of flooding, and so it can't, after a while, it can't regulate its own mood. And so the body doesn't know how to get back to kind of that stability point.
Neurons with opiate receptors are in parts of the brain responsible for the transmission of pain signals, stress response, and emotional attachment. Our body's opiates are natural painkillers, effective when we have sustained massive injury. This is why morphine, a drug related to heroin, is used as a painkiller.
So opiates are important because we use them as medicines in order to stop pain. And that's also another reason why you have this natural process in your body. So, again, heroin, it's part of this reward pathway. Sorry, opiates or dopamine is part of the reward pathway, and heroin will allow dopamine to be released.